Nick, please keep an eye on Twitch, answer comments and stuff like that. All right. Hey, everybody. Guess we're live right now. Welcome to episode 2. This is actually the very next day, so not much has really happened. Anybody want to recount some stories, Ben?
Well, I kind of did a little traitor routing and killed a traitor to our party. Just kind of
Oh shit, I got him.
burned his face off. But yeah,
Besides that, like anything real life? How was your day, man?
good.
Good.
Had some. Just gonna throw
Someone
a shout
are
out
listening
there.
to the stream. Mega echo.
Someone's listening to the stream?
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't have it up.
Oh.
Nope.
Are you asking me?
But I'm going to give a shout out to
Besides-
Nick Trayvon. He knows who he is. And Leslie Holtz. Those are not the names they go by online, but I'm giving a shout out to them in case they are watching, because they're supposed to be.
All right. Trevor, how was your day, man?
My day was okay. My mom got me up 20 minutes before my alarm was supposed to go off so I could send my boss PC with her so it could get fixed.
Okay, that's
Which is-
nice. Worth it.
Yeah, so it was a nice thing. It was worth it to get up.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I went to this thing I go to every week where since I don't have a job but I'm 19, I qualify to get free food every week,
Wow.
which just helps with the household, so
Right.
free food. And there's usually some good stuff. Like I have like 3 packs of this Bubblicious strawberry gum. So
Well, that food must be very
plus
filling.
bread and meat and other stuff, so yeah.
Alright. Cool.
And then I got home and we made my new character who's freaking amazing and I can't wait. I can't wait.
Can't wait for him to die.
No.
Why?
No,
This one's
dude,
gonna
if
last a while.
this one's gonna last a while. Like I will break character if I have to make him last just one more minute, just because
It's pretty cool.
he's my favorite character I've ever just.
As long as
Come
he
up
doesn't
with.
betray the party, he'll live very long.
Oh no, he shouldn't. Shouldn't.
He's not an asshole like the last guy.
The last guy was a thief and only out for himself.
Ah. There you go. Okay, check this out. All right. Anyways, Dimitri just messaged me, so it looks like he's gonna be watching us too. Dryden, how was your thing? You're also had to make a new character, so. But before
Someone
that-
has to mute their mic. I can't hear a fucking word you guys are saying.
Do I just say my character or what?
I think it's Dryden. Dryden, do you have headphones in?
I have headphones, I can hear.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so everybody's got headphones except for you, Nick.
Do you have the stream muted?
I have.
Why?
Who typed in chat?
Oh, that was Yankel.
Oh, I see.
He's allowed to. We're not.
Yeah.
Nick, did you fix it, man?
I will fix it. This is dumb, but yeah.
Alright, well, while he's gone, how was your day, Dryden?
Alright, I slept through most of it.
Nice. What time did you end up going to sleep last night?
Huh?
What time did you end
You
up
mean
going
this
to sleep?
morning?
Right.
I
that's
went
what I
5, 6. I don't know.
meant. Okay. Wow, that's pretty late.
You have almost about as sleep
I have
schedule as I do.
insomnia, so
What the hell?
Oh.
I just go to sleep when I crash.
I always feel like when I go to sleep really late and I wake up really late, like I wasted so much of my day. Like just, you wake up at like 2 and you're like, what the fuck? That's half the day is gone.
Yeah, but I like the night.
Oh man, I think Nick is restarting his computer, so like the cameras are off. Whatever.
I'm with Dryden on that one. I definitely like the night better than the daytime.
Yeah, less people bother
Dude,
you.
yeah.
And
Driving
you
is a
don't
lot
have
better.
Annoying
I love
sun
night
glare on
at
your
my
screen.
house. I love night at my house. Everybody's asleep, and I have this door, and my door, as long as I
I
keep
wasn't
my
commenting
voice.
on you, I was just saying.
I know. I'm just giving my input. I love
No,
night
it's-
at my house.
No, I was saying Ben. He was
Oh no,
just-
I noticed that in the background, and I'm just like, I'm changing that shit.
Guys, it was me. I had opened the window like 5 times. That's why. That's why. It wasn't just like echo. It was the voice just like, oh yeah, and then I heard, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm doing that one of these times just to see what it sounds
Oh
like.
my god.
Oh yeah.
All right, Nick, how was your day, man? What have you been up to?
I woke up like 5 hours ago.
Jeez, man. Isn't it like midnight over there right now?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. I guess everybody's on that, weird awake at nighttime schedule. Well, I spent the whole day uploading videos. I uploaded the attack rules video. I finished uploading Dryden's character creation video, which he then died, so that's pointless.
It's not pointless. We get to know about his backstory now.
Yeah, I guess.
I have a continuation of an epilogue. He did get revived, but now he fights evildoers in the underworld.
Yeah, right.
And he's completely not in the story at all for the rest of the game.
We might see him come back as a bad guy, so keep an eye out for that. That'd be cool, huh? Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And I did upload episode 1, part 1. I separated it into 3 parts, so yeah, that's pretty good. Man, there was like a half hour. The first half hour of the first part was just problems. So
Yeah.
that sucked. I'm glad
I was gone for most of the first hour. I realized that. I realized that last night, like as you're getting towards the end, I'm like, I was gone for a bit of this. Like, it was mostly for the others talking about their characters that my mom was downstairs, and I was like, and I had to get up and go downstairs.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, all right, so let's just hop right in then. Where we left off, Pardoka and Tell. Trevor, go ahead and log into Roll20. Pardoka and
I am at roll 20.
Oh man, maybe it's me. I gotta refresh, maybe.
No, sometimes it doesn't show a player.
Okay.
I'm typing
Yeah,
roll 20 right now.
Okay, well, whatever. It's not a big deal. So, yeah, Pardoka and Tell were able to escape from the city. And so in order to tie in another character, basically, while you guys were escaping, right, you saw the people going down the sewer. One of those people you saw trying to get into the sewer was this humongous 7-foot and change Minotaur that you guys actually recognized from you guys recognize him from the arena, and you saw him a couple times, and so he's like, the sewer hole is like 2 feet wide, and his shoulders are like 4 feet wide. And
So
he's like,
needless to say, he didn't make it down to there.
I can't get in. And then, Nico was like, oh, don't go in there, it'll explode. And so he's like, oh, okay. So he starts following you. And you guys know him. His name is Drix Maxwell. And he's wrecked some face pretty hard.
Drix the Minotaur?
Drix Maxwell, the Minotaur. Yeah, he's wrecked some face. He's actually wearing a kilt.
Cool.
He's
I wear a black leather kilt.
He wears a black leather kilt, Spartan style kind of, I
I'm
guess.
staying away from him a little bit.
He's got 2 nipple rings.
Definitely staying.
Oh no, I do not.
Very
Don't add
kinky.
to my character.
Yeah, he does have nipple rings. He does have a nose ring, as most Minotaur do. He has an earring. He's got really long Texas Longhorn steakhouse type horns. They're really like flat, and then go up at the ends. And you always see him wielding this humongous, like 6.5 foot great axe, basically. So
Which I never looked up the damage dice for. I will do that.
go
right now.
ahead and do that right now. Also, your camera froze.
Great X is 1d12.
Okay, awesome. I thought so. I was just double checking.
Is it 1d12?
And my camera.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's ridiculous.
yeah, I know.
Hey, just don't
it's
let
a
him
bit
use a
better.
full blade.
Oh no, I know about the full blade. Okay, so for the great axe, we're gonna divide it by d3s. So it'll be 4d3.
Oh darn! I was hoping for 2d6. Okay.
It's actually better to do it the other way because you get more.
Yeah, I get minimum 4,
Yeah.
max 12.
And more than that, likely you're gonna hit into 10s.
Yep,
Or 8 to 12.
1d12, 12 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
and guys,
Mhm.
since you guys know how the stat system works, just because I have 3 into heavy weapon great axe.
No, wait, you can't
There-
say that. You can't do
What?
that. Yeah, that's
Why
like
can't I?
it's like player knowledge, not character knowledge. So yeah, you gotta keep it away from them. Anyway, so you guys see him,
What?
and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" All not knowing what the fuck is going on, and then you're like, I guess you guys were all like, "Let's go, we gotta get out. The demons are coming." And all right, so you guys
Okay.
all make it out. Okay, so
Will you teach me to football?
You teach me. Dude, your camera froze again, man. What's happening?
I don't know.
It tells
What the
me it's
hell?
trying to work to update. So it's probably his camera having issues, not Skype.
Huh.
Because it's
I'm just turn my camera off for a moment. I'll turn it back on in a minute.
All right,
just
no
keep
problem.
talking.
maybe try disconnecting it and reconnecting it.
That always
What?
fucked up my camera. Like that. screwed me
I'm
over.
texting, so I had no clue. It just.
Yeah, your character's not even
I
there
know
yet.
the Minotaur, but
Well, hey, we got a Minotaur in the party, so we'll never be short on beef.
actually with me, I'm doing it.
All right, so you guys are escaping, and you get to you're leaving the city, and the crowd is just like people are running every which direction, but you see there's actually like a couple people are trying to round everybody up and like trying to be organized basically. And what do you guys want to do? You want to like just run around, or do you want to just like go
Not with
be
them?
organized? Yeah, no, you're not with them.
Okay, I'll. Text
So we've
someone.
just come out of the gate. Are they killing the things in the area around the city, or just inside the city?
So while you were running away, you noticed there was various holes and portals that like
Yeah.
these demonic things were coming out of, and but they were all pretty much inside the city. Like you didn't see any cloud serpents falling outside the city. They were really just localized inside the
All right.
city itself.
Now that we're right outside the city, is there like any stables or anything nearby?
So the city had like a wall. It was pretty large city, and no, it was just kind of like forced up to the wall. There's like a say 50-foot clearing, but yeah, there's no like normally sometimes there'll be like slums and stuff like that outside the city. There's none of that. It was very neat and organized.
All right. So running out of the city, did I notice any stables right inside the city?
Yeah, I guess sure you would have noticed something like that.
Running by, would we have gotten a view inside at all, or no?
So whichever ones like aren't on fire and stuff, you can. We'll say there's one that isn't on fire.
Okay. I would have probably stopped and gone in there to see if there was a horse or not.
Okay, then inside. Let's see. You find one horse.
All right, me and a short guy are riding a horse.
What is it?
I would just fly along.
You wouldn't ride the horse?
Actually, you can only float like horizontally up to like a running distance, a running speed. So you can't just float as fast as a horse can run. So I mean, you could stay
Can I
floating, and he could
hold on
like.
to the-
You
Can
tie
I
a
hold
rope.
on to the tail of the horse?
Yeah, but the tail's horse goes up and down a little. Oh no, it doesn't. But yeah, I mean, you could like tie a rope around.
I'd
you or
throw a
something.
rope off. There's probably rope in here.
There's-
I'd
there's probably
Awesome.
rope on the
I'm
saddle.
water skiing in air. I'm water skiing in air.
straight up jack the horse. Any saddlebags I can
boss.
find, horse, any type of provisions and stuff, and then just get the hell out of there.
Okay, cool. And Trevor, what are you doing? What is your character doing? What is Drix gonna do about it?
Drix can't ride a horse, obviously. He would probably break it.
Unless it was a Clydesdale.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I need like a friggin' heavy charging horse to even as a riding horse or a friggin' water buffalo.
Don't worry. We'll both
Everybody
do
wants
that.
a water buffalo.
I cannot move at as high a speed as they can, but I will do my best to keep up.
We will at least go slow enough for him to keep up. And then once we're at least like 5 miles from the city, taking a main road, definitely taking a main road, about 5 miles from the city, we'll slow down to like a trot.
Okay, so you guys are ignoring the organization that people are trying to get to together. and you're just gonna
there's
keep...
an organization.
Right,
Sorry,
like-
there's like a military group.
Right, there's like about a mile outside the city, there is, you know, like you see like a group of people gathering, and everybody, like, we'll say what, 40% of the people seem to actually be going straight to that. Like, that's where a large mass of people are going, those who are alive, and then everybody else is just kind of scattering all over the place. It's kind of mayhem, but that's the organization.
One of the people who is going towards that group, I would definitely abscond to them and be like, "Hey, what is this group that's organizing here?"
So, you know, I guess if you are you asking one person or just asking around?
Just one person that I see is heading directly for it.
Okay. All right, that person doesn't know anything.
Then I keep asking until someone gives me a decent answer.
Okay, so so after asking a couple of people, you kind of get the gist of what's going on. Basically, some of like the officials of the town who managed to escape are they're making like a counterattack basically. And you actually notice that the gentleman who is leading the reformation is Mephistus.
Nope, I'm out. Screw that dude.
No, you don't like Mephistus?
Fuck him!
Does Mephistus owes him money, right?
Yes, actually he does.
Actually, he pays you beforehand, but like I said, you would have.
Oh,
put
so I
that...
didn't get that money. That's
No.
Yeah,
You would
I
have
asked
put it
about
somewhere.
money yesterday.
What is it?
see, personally, I would not have. I would have taken the money with me into the arena, but you're telling
Yeah.
me
You wouldn't, dude. What the hell? You're going into like a life or death situation. Why are you gonna carry like 50 gold with you or something? Like,
Yeah,
one, it's a great tactic to throw it in the air.
Yeah.
I think
Two, you're telling me I have magic, so I don't know how lightning's created, but I'm gonna try and figure that out. Because that'd be awesome. Throw coins and then electrocute them. Like, fuck you. That's a bunch of bits of lightning.
My life goal is to collect money and gems and shit. So I would always keep them on me. Always.
all right. Well,
It's a,
in
you
this
said it was a
scenario,
life and death situation. If I die, what does it matter if it was on me or not?
it would inhibit you from staying alive.
50 gold would inhibit me from staying
No, but
alive.
all of your gold that you've gotten throughout the fighting would.
I don't think I'd have that much. I'd
Wow.
have better.
Well, okay, whatever. You guys have no fucking gold, man. That's the
That's
end of the
fine.
story.
That's fine. That's fine.
I
gives them
just-
each
I-
500 copper pieces.
I don't believe that you guys.
Weighs
would
20
take
pounds.
I'm actually gonna go over there and be like, "What the hell? Did you know this guy was summoning a demon? Like right in his face."
it. You're gonna go up to him. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like there's like
I'm not a slave, so he can't do anything.
there's thousands of people actually like in this throng, and like you see soldiers and guardsmen, and you also recognize a couple of people from the
Wait,
arena.
Was
like, there's
Pardoka
lot
a
of people.
slave?
No.
No.
No. Okay, fine. Yeah, no. I trot up and like, "What the fuck, dude?"
What
I
happened?
follow him.
All right. So what exactly? Are you, like you'd have to clear a way through the throng.
I'm riding a horse.
Okay, you're right.
And I'm following right behind him.
All right.
Yeah, I ride up and I'm just like, "So, did you know he was gonna be bringing out a demon?"
So Mephistus is actually like, what? What are you talking about? Who are you?
Who am I? And I state I'm Telvas Darkin. You were the one, Mephistus, the one who owns the slaves in the arena.
Oh, yeah. I mean, wait,
Did you know the? And I say, what was his name? It started with an M.
Mundus.
Did you know Mundus was going to try and summon a demon when you set him up to fight us?
Of course not. How would I know something like that? He'd always, just done his work, and I was just trying to put on a good show. What are you trying to imply?
I'm not implying, sir. I'm asking if you knew.
Of course I didn't know. You think I would do this to, the city that I have lived in for the last 20 years?
I don't know you, sir, but if you are going back into the city, I would like to try and get my belongings back.
Belongings. Yeah, sure. We're gonna be heading out there probably in about an hour, trying to see if we can reclaim some part of the city.
Yeah, that's all I say. I ride off. I have no care for the people in front of me as well.
I look.
If they're standing there, they're getting mowed.
As Telvas
Double
turns
out.
around and I go to follow him, I say, "Does that mean I get kill demons now?"
Yeah, sure. Over my shoulder.
I follow Telvas because I don't really care for the orc guy.
Oh yeah, I should probably get logged in.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys are like, going through the thong, you notice that there's a person in particular who's looking at you. He's like, he's got this long flowing, what used to be white robe, and now it's all like just blood and dirt and nasty things. And he's kind of like asking you to come over real quick.
I trot over, but not super close, like
Mhm.
about 6 feet from him.
I follow. I'm just
All
following Telvas on
You
autopilot.
trot like a horse.
Yes.
He's on a horse.
Yes.
Okay.
Ah, okay, that makes sense then.
He looks at you. He says, I overheard what you were saying, what you were asking, Mephistus. Were you guys at the actual Colosseum when it?
We were in the fight when it came out of the ground.
No.
I know fight today.
I gestured towards Pardoka, not towards the
Minotaur.
Minotaur, because I don't even know where he's from. I don't even know his name.
You know his
Actually,
name.
you
You've met him before. Like.
Oh,
in the
okay.
arena.
I've met him in passing. But...
Yeah, like. Yeah.
And actually, you do, because I'm wearing a big ass name tag earring that says Drix.
Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So he's like,
Is the return address sewed into your back?
then
No.
you guys must have known Brian.
Yes. He was one of our fighting compatriots. What was the guy? What was your last character, Trevor?
Jason Shadow Swift.
Jason Shadow Swift betrayed him, so I ended Jason Shadow Swift's presence on this plane of existence.
What do you mean he ended him?
Jason Shadow, whatever the hell his name was. Yeah. Jason had stabbed Brian in the throat. Don't know why, but he killed him. So I ended Jason.
It's interesting.
I was there to see it.
It's very interesting. Do you think you could recount to me exactly what happened during the showdown?
I tell him about the fight and our heroic deeds of killing all the creatures, and then how what's his name? Mundus summoned the creature out of the ground in the gestures, because I saw them, I was right in front of him. And then how I decapitated him and his spirit was chained right there, and then the creature started crawling out of the hall.
As the creature was coming, like as the creature finally came out, you noticed that attached to its belly button were chains, right? And then those chains ripped out of the earth, and they held Mundus's body, and he like kind of like a belly ring was like like his soul was dangling.
I didn't need to know that, but okay.
Yeah.
I described that as well, but in between, right before I got smacked, I tell him that I saw, what's his face, jab the knife into Brian's throat and wiggle it back and forth.
Okay. So real quick, Dryden, change your character's name first. Rook.
What?
Rook. Change
Oh,
your
yeah.
from a loon to Rook. So we're gonna edit your backstory so I can introduce you right here. Normally I wouldn't do it like this, but I wasn't expecting the story to go this way, right way. So basically,
Where did it go? I wasn't paying attention.
basically you have been recruited by a let's see, what is the right word? A company, a guild,
Cults?
not a cult because
An organization.
I
an
like
organization. There you go. You've been recruited by an organization known as the White Lotus.
Thank
That's
you
from,
for stealing stuff from
Avatar.
Avatar.
No, that was the Red Lotus, wasn't it?
Nope,
No,
it was
White-
White Lotus.
It was a White Lotus.
I thought I was taking it from somewhere else. Anyways,
Don't argue with the otaku. I know.
okay, so the White Lotus,
Taco more for perverted stuff.
and so
No.
you're actually here. You're there, and you're kind of standing in the background because a lot of people are scared. You have been doing research as part of like an intellectual gathering of knowledge, as you would like to do.
Of course.
So you are interested in like researching what's happening in the demonic thing. So you're part of this, not really part of the White Lotus. It can be up to you. Do you want to be part of the White Lotus or just like, researching for them?
I want to be freelance.
Freelance. Okay. All right. So you're just doing some work with them. And so this gentleman, you know him. Your Rook knows him. His name is, I don't know.
Lester.
His name is Lester.
Lester the Molester.
Lester.
That was the first name that popped into my head too.
Okay. So, yeah, you know him as Lester, and so Lester is now talking to the
Terrible
party.
people.
Right, and he's like, oh, okay, so now that you've all recounted the situation to him, he starts to think, and he's like, it seemed to me like when you interacted with Mephistus, you were kind of suspicious. Do you want to relay those suspicions to me? What exactly are you guys thinking?
Well, from the time that I'd been there, I'd noticed that they were very close friends.
Who?
Mephistus and what's his face?
Mundus.
Mundus. Pretty much like I relay the knowledge that you told us yesterday about them being friends and how that they were like working together and shit.
Okay. All right. So he's after you tell him that, he's like, what if I were to tell you that your friend Brian was a member of a investigational unit investigating Mephistus?
It wouldn't surprise me. He was a very, very secretive man.
What if I told you that this entire little scheme, that entire little thing that happened was part of a plan that Mephistus made?
Also, probably would not surprise me.
It seems like we're a bit too late. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lester. And I am a member of an organization known as the White Lotus. Have you heard of us?
No, I have not.
No.
Not at all.
How about you, little red man?
What? I didn't understand.
Have you heard of the White Lotus? Pay attention.
The White Lotus, no, I haven't.
Okay. Well, here we're kind of close to all the happenings. Let's move a bit of a ways away. And so he starts walking off towards
I-
the lake.
Slowly ride off behind him.
All right, and that's when you notice that what you took to be like a weird rock formation is actually a moving rock formation. Rook actually comes and introduces himself. Rook comes and introduces
Oh,
himself.
hi. I was busy. I'm not really one for introductions. I'm Rook. Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
He's actually a rock elemental.
Oh, you wanted me to explain, like,
Yeah.
not RP?
Explain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rook is a, 6'6", I said?
Well, just
6'8".
describe what they're seeing, basically.
Alright, you basically see, like, a moving statue, almost, wearing a toga. He looks, tall, and he's not like a old man statue, probably like a young scholar or something like that.
Is the toga made out of rocks?
No, the toga's cloth.
Alright.
I look at him and see that he seems to be made of stone, and I ask, "Are you breakable?"
I don't know, I've never broken before. Something to
Can-
find out someday.
Can Drix try?
I'd prefer not.
Aw.
I walk over and tap him on his leg or something to like feel if how the stone feels.
Alright, how does it feel?
Do you swing that way, Pardoka?
It would, it feels like stone, but, not really like, it feels warm to the touch. It doesn't really like feel ice cold, but it's like almost soft if rocks could be soft.
They can.
I
And,
then look at.
If
Oh,
you
sorry.
caught a glimpse underneath his toga while you were molesting him, you would have seen blue glyphs on his chest or upper thigh area.
You're gonna say
I then look
balls.
at the party, turn around and look at the party and say, is this normal? And I kind of like look like, what is this?
It's not normal where I come from.
Well, you guys are not normal for where I come from, so I guess we're all not normal. Yay!
Little man say Drake's not normal. Little man strange. Little
I've
man
never
flip-
seen a minotaur either, so I guess we're a bunch of oddballs. Anyways, would you guys like to get back to the task at hand?
I was talking while riding behind this.
You guys are all
cow.
walking. You guys are all walking behind Lester as this is going on.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay. So once you've gone a bit of a ways away, Lester, says, "Okay, I think we're far enough away now." So we were doing a bit of an investigation. The White Lotus group sent Brian as a kind of an undercover agent. We got word that basically Mephistus was part of an ancient cult. It's actually we don't even have a name for it actually, but we do know a couple things. The first is that they worship what is supposed to be a dead god,
we should call it the cult of Shmoog.
the cult of Shmoog.
Well, I was gonna go with Black Sky, but whatever.
Oh, Black Sky is probably a lot more relevant, because I'm taking something from a very old TV show.
So yeah, have you guys ever heard of a god named? I don't know.
No.
Hold on, let me think of a name. I gotta have a names list, but I don't have enough room on my computer screen.
What kind of a god is it?
It's a bad god.
Akuma.
Really, the Japanese Akuma.
It's also
Okay.
Samurai Jack.
Kumite. Is it
Okay, his
Kumite?
name is Matata.
Akuna Matata.
What is
The
with you and
wonderful
M-named
thing.
people?
I actually never used that phrase, but whatever. It made sense with Kuna. Okay, so yeah, he says, hold on,
Sounds like a really crappy drink. No offense.
Matata?
Yeah.
Matata.
Or that guy that you make fun of. What are
Yeah.
you?
So he says, have you guys ever heard of the god Matata?
No, but I've heard of Tatas. Are they the same thing?
Not at all, dear friend. Not at all. Were you part of the battle when the large demon came out?
No, but would like to hurt him.
Okay, I guess
I
that's
was.
Anyways, yeah.
I just say I was in a battle. He don't take he don't take as much damage as I would like when I try to burn their ass.
Yeah, well, I doubt he would. That demon that you saw was basically the right hand of Matata.
Seriously.
Matata's right hand, basically. His name is... Fuck, man. I gotta think of a bunch of names now.
His name is Fuckman.
No,
Hey, that's what he said.
Alright. Fukama.
his name is Shirley.
Fukama! The demon... The genie demon...
Right, at least he didn't use an M this time.
Fukama. Alright. And, well, basically, we think that Mephistus is part of this old ancient religion, and, well, I mean, we have the proof here, pretty much, but we think that he had been doing some some sort of ritual sacrifice with the Colosseum, and used the entire city as a focal point for sacrifices until he had enough to basically summon Fukama, if you can believe it. I mean, it would take thousands on thousands of souls, but I guess over such a long period of time, especially with an arena, who would have thought? But basically, that's what the hypothesis is right now. Yeah.
So I kill demon, fix world?
It won't be that easy, friend Minotaur. It will not be that easy. But as you have actually seen, participated in exactly what went on. You know firsthand what trouble this has brought into our world. Well, the White Lotus is eager to prevent something like this from happening again, as well as retard the negative effects that summoning something like Fukama into this world is going to bring. We think that right now it's localized to the city, but imagine if these demons were able to get out.
No, get out. I smash. And with that, I start walking towards the gate.
Hold on, Minotaur. What if I told you I had a plan? I have a plan!
But Drix hit with axe. Things die.
Not that easy this time. Maybe later.
No.
We did plan on this eventuality, though. We planned that maybe we were too late in our investigation. And we have located some items that will actually help us to get rid of this demon presence.
And?
Well, with Brian dead, we need somebody to go get it.
Is there gold?
The White Lotus is a well-endowed association of individuals, or you could say an association of well-endowed individuals, endowed with large
Good
amounts
sir,
of money.
I believe he. Oh, okay. Good, you clarified that.
Of course. We do have gold at our disposal if that is something you seek in return for help, for your help.
That's all I seek. Gold is everything. Gold and gems.
Well, sure, if you say so.
Drix get kill demon?
Yes.
In.
How about you, fellow human?
I will accompany my companion, Perdoga here, and hopefully we can, once we help retake the city, I can get my belongings back. At the moment, that is all that I'm worried about.
Rook, I know that you weren't really recruited for this purpose, but I do believe that with someone... Bastard.
So nonchalant. Sure, I'll go. I'll go into the potential death trap.
Okay. All right. I will take you where we have to go then. And he starts walking off deeper into the forest.
I guess I follow.
Right.
On my horse.
I keep float water skiing thingy.
I look towards
Oh.
I look
I'm
towards
like,
the gate.
"Yeehaw!"
I look towards
Okay,
the gate
so-
and say, "But city that way."
If we're going on horse, I'm gonna need a chariot or a wagon or something.
No, you're walking.
Okay.
As Lester hears you, he says, "This is going to help you kill the demons, good Minotaur. Just follow
And then I
us.
turn and
Trust me."
follow him blindly.
Okay.
Quick question. Can I use magic to create myself a stone horse golem?
Yes, that is something that is possible. However, it's very difficult.
Really?
Yes.
I think it would be more of like a sustaining thing than a overall difficult thing. But let's
Okay.
see how I do.
Well, you gotta make 2 rolls. Normally we combine them, but this is not combined. You need to make 2 rolls. The first sucked and the second sucked, so no.
Yeah, I failed. I was like, God, the earth here is terrible.
Yeah, you managed to
I'll
make
just walk.
a rock ant that just like crawled and then fell apart. It was made out of
I think
dust.
I more so just lifted rocks and then they just fell to the ground.
Right, basically. Anyways, so you guys are going, and this is actually about a day journey. So there's like a whole nighttime and a whole daytime. You get there around noon the next day. Do you guys want to do anything while you're doing this?
There's nothing really we can do.
Is there nothing you can do?
I am asking
Questions, eh?
Ben's character. So, how much gold do you think we are gonna get?
I don't really. The gold doesn't matter to me much. I wish to have my possessions back.
Can I take your gold then? I love gold.
If he wishes to pay us, I will keep my own monetary wealth. I look around. Is there any like small stones or maybe like some sticks that are about 3 or 4 or like a foot long?
Sure. I mean, you're walking for a whole day basically. So yeah, you
All
found
right.
something.
As we're walking, I want to test personally as a character, test out a magical theory that he's been playing with. He wants to try and make a blade out of wind magic.
How exactly do you mean?
Like propelling the wind magic like in a straight line and trying to cut something with it.
Well, you could just do that with wind magic without a blade.
No, that's what he means, is by turning the wind magic into a blade.
Oh.
He's just giving himself something he can put the edge on to the stick.
Now,
Yeah,
are you
like,
making like an actual sword?
No, okay, so like he's projecting the wind magic out of his hand like a blade and trying to cut the stick with it.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna go like this to somebody in front of you.
Curious if he can like stab people with his wind magic. It's nothing he's ever thought of before.
So you're gonna try to
stab
stab
No,
the
cut.
wood?
He's gonna try and cut the stick. Because if you can
Okay.
cut a stick, you can stab somebody.
That's not really how that works. You didn't have any luck with that particular spell.
No. He keeps attempting it for a couple hours.
All right. So make 2 more rolls to see if you. All right. Yeah, you're able to cut the stick. Basically, the wind just slices through.
All right, that's pretty much all he was after.
Okay. All right. Anybody else doing anything cool stuff?
Are we taking
I
a
am
break
looking
right now?
for a small animal.
No, you guys are walking.
We're all walking along the path.
You're walking
Oh.
through the forest, following Lester towards something that he said is going to help everybody, deal with this demonic presence.
Oh, can I, actually, I'll just follow. I'm not gonna do anything right now. I don't think he's gonna F us over.
Well, I mean, you personally know him. Like, you've been working with him for, we'll say, a month or 2. So, like,
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Can I punch the man made of stone? I want to see if he breaks.
is it going to be like in the back?
Insta-kill.
You're going to be like, while he's walking, you're going to punch him in the back?
My character's not subtle, so pretty much. I just want to like walk up next to him and punch him in the arm.
Alright, make the attack roll. Do you, I guess you wouldn't really dodge. You're just gonna kind of take it.
Okay, roll.
What's your armor class, Dragon? What's Rook's armor class?
Oh, that's what I forgot to calculate. Damn it.
Yeah, you notice that his skin is very hard, but you managed to punch him, and
I rolled a 7.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 19.
No.
No, that's Telva.
Oh yeah, you hear a loud rasp, kind of like a loud crack as your knuckles hit the rock. Basically, it hurts a lot. Yeah.
And I just go, was that a punch?
Tricks
God.
try not break
Oh,
you.
I thought it
Want
would
to
be
see feel.
stronger.
At that, I hit him again with like all the strength in my body. What
No,
do I
you did
roll?
that the first time.
I don't care. I am angry now. I hit him again.
You still the same thing. It hurts your hand again. Now both of your hands are like throbbing.
Oh, you're adorable. Now run along, little calf.
As I was saying,
I fight every instinct in my body that tells me to take my axe off my back and cut his head off.
Good job.
That's a good choice. Miniatures burn too.
All right, Nick. What were you trying to say? You're finding a small animal or something?
I was while we were walking, I was trying to find a small animal.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of squirrels and birds.
Okay.
And...
I walk up, I float silently towards it, and try to burn it with like flames, like in Skyrim, that kind of spell. Does that make sense?
Ultimate power!
Natural 19, 23.
You managed to do so. But at this, Lester kind of looks around at everybody being stupid, and he says, "Gentlemen, if we could please focus on the task at hand. We're almost there. I'm sure the wildlife here would appreciate it if you didn't burn it. And please keep in mind that we are in a forest, and forests do burn, and when they burn, they don't exactly leave for an exit strategy. So refrain from using your fire, please. And friend Minotaur, if you want to punch a rock, there's plenty of rocks and trees to do so. You don't need to use Rook."
I then say, "Friend Minotaur, you eat?" When I point my head towards the cooked there or whatever it was.
It was a squirrel.
Okay. I say, "Minotaur eat?"
How blackened is it?
It's very blackened. It's basically burnt to a crisp.
You look more appetizing than that. And with that, I keep following the others down the path.
I take no offense at all, and I go and grab onto the rope again.
All right. While I'm riding, I'm gonna cut down a branch that looks to be about maybe 6 feet long. Again with my wind magic, not caring. And I try and shave it down into a staff.
Alright, this is going to take a very long time to get...
I'm just starting. Once we get there, I'll put it away.
Okay, so you get about halfway done using your wind magic to cut out a cool staff. But you guys get there. Alright, so Lester, finally, he stops kind of like in the middle of nowhere, and he says, "We have arrived." Right.
I look around. Is there anything like a cave or a small house or something?
Make a perception check, all of you.
Son of a bitch.
Do I have to?
Everybody.
Do I? Fine.
That's about right.
Only if you care.
That's about right there for me.
You guys suck, man.
I got a 12. Screw you.
Alright, 12, 4, 10. Nick?
Initiative?
No.
No.
Perception,
Doing a perception check.
which is a wisdom
That's a
roll.
bit of wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pyromaniac. Initiative.
17.
Yeah, so you actually notice from your cool little floating vantage point that there is a small shining object on the floor. A bit of a wish.
I immediately start charging for it. I'm like, "Oh, shiny!"
Yeah, and as you get closer, you notice that it's a polished bronze, almost like a shield. It's just like a circular object on the floor. Like it's like 3 feet across.
I immediately like, "Oh," and then I give no shits. Keep walking or whatever.
I
Yes.
walk over to whatever it is and pick it up.
Before you do that, Lester is like, "Oh yes, Master Smoden, you have indeed found the entrance to the what is this called? It's
White
not like
Lotus,
no. This is
Compound?
It's like no.
Secret Tunnel.
Stop. It's like a dungeon, but not a dungeon. It's like a cave system or
Tunnels.
underground lair.
Underground
I just thought of
facility.
something good.
There's
Yeah.
a Cthulhu cave. What?
No, it's
Is it a labyrinth?
no, not a labyrinth.
I'm immune to labyrinths. Let's go.
It's one of Orochimaru's hidden hideouts.
Kind of catacombs. There we go.
It's a catacomb, so there's dead people in walls.
Yes.
Sweet!
Yeah.
Chance for epic loot. Hops off horse, ties it to a tree.
All right, you found the entrance to the catacombs. We believe this to be an ancient burial site, and part of the original inhabitants here have links to Matata.
Hakuna.
Yeah, it seems that
Every time you say that name.
that there was probably a large town around here, and the Lord was a believer in Matata. So, from what we've understood, this is kind of like the burial site for everybody. We believe there was kind of like a mass suicide, so, and they all like killed themselves in their respective places. It's yeah, we've actually done a bit of uncovering in there, so you'll see a lot of footprints and stuff but nobody's ever dared go all the way to the end. So that's kind of what we need you guys to do.
Right. I grabbed one of those stones earlier and used it as a focal point, and start making like a shield in front of me out of air. Because I'm about to go down into somewhere that I'm probably gonna get attacked.
You're gonna make a shield out of air using a stone as a focal point?
Yeah, I'm holding it in my hand. It's complicated. You'd have to read the book.
The fuck? What book?
Way
I
of
know
the
what he's
Sword.
talking- I'm like, I know exactly what he's talking about, though.
The stone is the point where the wind derives from. So the wind is like blowing away from my hand. So anything that comes at me gets lessened.
Are we going somewhere dangerous?
It could possibly be dangerous.
There's a bunch of dead things down there.
I opened the hole while he's still talking, so I just grabbed
the
this
last
cover
time
and
that we
lifted it.
encountered Matata, the demon was like one of his servants, basically the guy that brought the demons out of the hole, was reviving dead people. So I'm just gonna pinpoint the links together, and there's probably some skeletons down there, if not zombies or something else.
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Are we underground right now?
No,
or-
we're not.
You guys got to pay attention, man. You're in the forest. You stopped, came to the thing.
I'm paying attention.
I know you are, and Trevor too, saying stupid things.
Although it doesn't help because Trevor's good.
Okay, but I am paying a bit of attention. It's just, it sounds like we're 5 steps ahead of where I think we are, you know?
It's because we're preparing, because we're thinking 5 steps
Yes.
ahead.
My character is thinking 5 steps ahead and is
Okay,
preparing to go down this hole.
Everybody, you all see the the Minotaur going like straining. All his muscles are bunching up, trying to lift this thing off the ground.
I'll help him.
How long?
this.
How long are you gonna try to open this for, Trevor? How long is Drix gonna be trying to open it?
Until he's told it's open some other way. So I will roll you another strength check and see if I can't get a natural 20. ET,
Oh, wow.
he's 21. Let's see. Do I lift it?
You manage to it starts like budging a little bit and it starts opening a little bit and you actually hear Lester like wow, and he like you see him get closer and then like pretty much like magically it just opens all the way and you feel super proud of yourself for like man moding this cap even though he triggered it to open. Basically.
I go, warm up, Drick's ready. And then I attempt to climb down the hole before everybody else.
All right.
He's
The
gonna
hole
die.
is very difficult for you to maneuver in because it's kind of smaller than you. So you have to like put both arms up and like get one arm in. Like,
I go pencil mode and just jump.
all right,
Please tell me there's a bar in the
Don't-
middle and he cracks
no,
his nuts.
the word.
there isn't.
Dong!
You scrape like the sides of your elbows and stuff. You take 1 damage, but you manage to fall through, and you land on your feet about 8 feet down. You managed to land on your feet about 8 feet down.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I climb down after him.
Well, 8 feet down being like your head is like a foot below. You look up and like there's everybody looking down at you about a foot down, and there you notice that there's a steep decline.
I move out of the way so everybody else can get down the ladder. In fact, I just start walking down the hallway
Yeah,
towards the end.
it's kind of short. It's kind of like short in here. You have to duck in order for you to maneuver through the area. So
Right.
here, give me a second, guys.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm just gonna say this beforehand, so you have it in mind. The stick that I cut the end off, I'm now going to light the tip of it on fire for a torch.
Okay. Nick, are you looking at Twitch?
Looking at Twitch, yeah.
We're online.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Is one of our viewers Dimitri?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Because I got a message from him a while back. I want to see if it was still current. All right. So yeah, you got to duck in order to like get in through the passageway. Who's going next?
I'm
I'll
going
jump
last.
down. Not jump down, I'll use a ladder or whatever is available, but I'll go down there.
It's also a pretty tight squeeze for you, but you don't have to like take any damage to do so. Yeah, there's like a little step ladder thing, and you go down, and it's also very small for you. Like the corners are pretty cramped. You have to duck.
Alright.
Yeah. Drix is like as you're going down, you start feeling that like damp, clogging sensation in the air, where it's like the air is really thick and it's hard to breathe because there's like moisture and dirt and nasty things. It also smells very old, and like you smell dust and like decayed matter and stuff. Like it's not the nicest smell. All right, who's next?
I think I'm the only one that hasn't gone down.
Ben is still up there. Or...
No, I jumped down right after the.
Oh, okay.
All
All
right.
right.
I was second down.
Yeah.
I lit a torch.
Oh, you're right.
So-
You did light the torch, right? Okay, so then you're just following everybody.
I land down and look down, and then I try to fly carefully down.
Yeah,
Right.
you managed to do so. We said that your maximum was 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to just fall and then not hit the ground. And as you guys are getting there, the entrance down into the thing. Before you start moving, Pardoka, Lester actually calls out to you. He says, "Hold on, because I don't think any of you guys know what you're looking for."
I then try to fly up again.
So basically, he explains to you, Pardoka, there is actually there should be either it's something that you put on your head. The manuscripts use
I
the word
haven't.
that.
I'm talking to my phone, not you.
Right, but that's kind of
I'm sorry.
There's
I
a mute
wasn't
button on Skype.
yeah. So he describes that it's like something you put on your head or your face. The words when they transcribed it didn't really make much sense. Like it used a word that you're not really sure what it meant, but you're absolutely sure it had to go on your face. So something that either goes on your head, goes on your face, and the purpose is generally to be able to see certain types of magic.
Sees a certain type of magic.
See certain types of magic, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So with that, what do you do? It should be wherever the king finally laid to rest, or wherever the mayor, or whatever leader they had, they finally laid to rest.
I say thank you for the information. Are you coming down with us?
I will not be coming down. I probably won't be of any use. I'll stay here. I'll make camp, and hopefully there'll be a nice fire and some warm food waiting for you when you get up.
Will Goal be waiting for me?
That is going to have to wait till we get back to the city. Yeah, I don't carry it on me. Sorry, I didn't know that this was going to be required of me.
I just like, oh, and then I fly down.
Okay.
I relay all the information I got.
Okay,
I
so
never stopped walking, by the way.
All right, so the first thing that happens is you get into a large, after going down for we'll say 30, 40 feet, you get into a large antechamber basically. It's domed. It's about 11 to 12 feet at its highest and like 10 feet at its lowest. So it's a slight curve. And in this room, you notice that there's like nothing. Like, it seems like there was things at some point in time. Like you see dust, and then like more dust in other areas. But right now it's pretty empty. You also notice footmarks and like people like footprints basically going in and out and stuff.
I look for the path less traveled and go that way.
So wherever there's the most dust.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cover my face again now and follow behind him.
All right, you managed to get through undisturbed, both of you. It seems that this dust does not want to float up. So, all right, Nico, you obviously don't disturb anything, and
By the way, I'm making my hat more pointy. The wizard hat.
you're trying to
more
fix
pointy.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
I'm guessing we're really tightly confined. Like
No, like once you hit the antechamber, it's really spacious.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as you continue going, the first person to get there would be Drix, and Drix, you see that at the opposite end of the chamber is a door.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Hold, friend. And I lower the torch towards the ground. Is there any like lines in the ground or anything?
What do you mean lines?
Like
These tiles are gonna fall away the second I step on them.
not like that, but like any like runes or anything to say that hey, this place is trapped, motherfucker.
You can do a wisdom check to see if you see anything or maybe sense something.
Nope.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You don't feel anything.
Still got my shield going, by the way.
Yeah, I understand. So who's gonna open it?
I am. I proudly march forward, seize whatever handle there is, and just throw the door open.
I crouch down behind my shield.
All right.
I'm standing back.
You push as hard as you can, but it doesn't really seem to budge.
I pull.
Give me a strength check. All right, whatever locking mechanism is actually holding tight here. So you try to open it, it doesn't really work.
What is this door made of?
It's like thick wood. This one has hinges.
My character's not smart enough to do that. My character, let's see. My character takes a few steps back so we can get a good charge. And I'm gonna shoulder that door.
Make a,
Did I get a plus?
Yeah, you get +2, so it's 5.
Awesome. I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna do it this way because I'm lazy.
Nice. All right. Yeah, you managed to just barrel down that door. It just splinters into a bunch of pieces. And on the opposite side of the door is very dark, and it seems to be the only light source is coming from Telvas.
Drix stronger than door.
I shake my head and kind of walk in a little further, holding the torch forward, but also my shield in between the torch and everything else.
All right.
How much light is it now?
There's not
with
a
that
lot of
torch?
light. You just got one torch, basically.
Okay.
I probably have a few other sticks from my little occurrence.
I am holding my hands together now and thinking like I'm gonna make a light orb out of fire, and I try to make this kind of fireball that just are gonna last and just fly around me, if possible.
Okay.
Rook is standing back, continuing to observe the party's strengths and weaknesses, plotting strategies and such.
And and what happens?
You can't seem to make any kind of light or anything come out right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
He gets an ember.
You're trying.
Upon seeing this, I ask him what he's attempting to do.
I am trying to make a fire light orb.
I try to do the same thing after handing him the torch, but using air to make it float.
I will try to make lamps for
21.
them out of stone.
Telvest manages to make the fire orb thing that you were looking at. Why'd you make two?
One lamp each. First one crumbled.
One of them
No.
rock box.
No, you can't make land. Oh, like to hold it. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, like a stone lamp, and then they just put their fire orb so they don't like knock it against something and burn it down.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you definitely make that, and you also made your little fire orb.
I then ask.
Telvest.
I then ask
put
Tel,
my
how
orb
did you?
in his lantern.
Can you teach me how to make that light orb? It seems I didn't quite understand it.
Well, I used air as well, friend.
Air as well?
Yes.
Well, that's some shit now, ain't it? And then I try to make it out of fire again. 21.
Managed to make it out as fire. Your light is a little more red.
Meanwhile, DM, is this just another hallway, or are we actually in a room?
No, it is just another room basically.
We should have tried this earlier, by the way.
Is there another door on the other side that I can now see in all this light?
No, the light doesn't reach very far. It's like all around you, but it doesn't really reach very far.
I
I
send
grab
my
Telvas's robes and pull him forward so I can see the other side of the room.
All right. Upon that,
I
I
send
crouch
my light
down,
orb
making
forward.
myself heavy, and tell him, "Let go, friend. We are trying to make you a light."
Wait, what do you have grabbed, Pardoka? Because he has one floating around him.
Yeah.
And he's floating, so.
Yeah, and I send my light orb forward.
Okay, so basically we have a Minotaur holding a small Yoda that's floating in the air in front of him like a light.
and I have no problems with it at all.
Alright,
I
that's
think
fine.
this is normal.
Okay, so, yeah. As you go, you get to basically a path.
I have a living portable flamethrower right now. I win.
You get to a split in the path. You can go right or you can go left. It doesn't seem like the difference between right and left is not very much. It's just like the left side or the right side, and then there's a wall in between that separates them.
I turn to Pardoka. Do you want to take the Minotaur with you or the Rockman?
I say, the Minotaur took me with him.
All right.
I turn left. I grab Pardoka and turn left.
Okay.
You're still holding him, it seems.
Yeah, I have him like a flashlight. I just turn left.
I go, the name's Rook. And if
Well-
you don't want this cave collapsing on you, you should probably remember it.
Well,
Rockman, no break cave. I break Rockman.
well, Rook, it seems we are going to the left, or the right, since they went to the left.
Alright.
Uh,
Alright is the right.
Then I start singing, to the left, to the left.
Pardoka, if you have any problems, send one of your fireballs back down the way and hit the wall to make a loud bang.
A loud bang, yes. Cool.
All right.
Okay.
I loud banged your mother.
Who wants to go first?
We
I
do.
really don't. Yeah, let them go first.
Alright, you guys went right or left?
They went
Left.
to the left.
Wait, who's going? I don't even remember. It's Pardoka and the Minotaur.
Me and Pardoka.
Okay, you and Pardoka went left. Okay.
I wonder how many people that are watching us are saying don't split the party.
No one.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jonas isn't here to keep spouting, guys, don't split the party. Like you did the entire time last night.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you guys go down this tunnel, and we'll say after 400 or 500 feet, it's just kind of like a little hallway basically, and as you're going, you notice that there seems to be you hear a water trickling, and it seems to be getting colder as you keep going, and
Who is this that feels this? Is it me?
You and me.
both of you.
Okay, I then frown and say, I don't like the water.
Okay. Here, let me send this. There you go. So yeah, you guys get to an area where the floor seems to have caved in, and there's a large hole. It's taken like part of the left wall as well with it, and it seems like it's like a sloping hole. And you'd have to. It's about 10 feet long, and the slope is probably like 70 degrees, so it's pretty steep. And yeah, so you kind of are forced to do something about it.
I send my light orb down.
Down there.
To see how far down it is.
Okay, make a magic like do the spell again to see how far you can actually get it to go.
Okay. 10.
Okay, so you send it down, and it goes, we'll say, about 10 feet before it kind of like starts flickering, and you know that if it goes any further, it's gonna turn off.
Yeah, I take it back to me.
All right,
Kinda.
you didn't really see anything. It was just like rocks. It seems like the slope of the angle of the rock fall seems to get less steep as you go down.
Okay. I then say, Minotaur, slide.
I with my cloven hooves lean back and just start walking down.
And I say, hold tight. Hold tight onto me, please. and then I'm like, yeehaw!
All right,
I guess.
make a. I guess this would be like dexterity check, an acrobatics almost. So yeah,
Oh,
make a dexterity check.
son.
You got a +2 because you got hooves. All right, you get like halfway down, and you slip and you start tumbling down.
I throw the little guy as I start falling.
Oh shit.
I throw
I
him
use-
I throw him down the hill.
I use all my energy to stop me from crashing into something.
All right, here, let's see.
Is
Do I have
that
to make a
just
strength
a
check for how
general,
hard I throw him?
general
No.
knowledge?
He throws you with an incredible amount of force, and you slam into the wall at the bottom. You're dazed, and like you hit your face, but
Can I just roll like magical knowledge for that type of check?
no, I just did it to see
Okay.
how much strength he would have thrown you with, and
Okay,
he threw you
sure.
with a lot of strength. So
Okay.
How much damage do I take falling down this hill, or do I have a way to stop myself?
you both take 1 damage. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah. You notice that your axe is intact, like nothing happened. It's all good in the hood.
God. Oh God. My character would have been nothing but a walking log if it had broken. Oh God.
Make a check to see if you make a spell check, like the same attack, to see if you actually manage to keep your light orb.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
20.
Yeah, it's still floating strong around you.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do I see, or do I roll a perception check?
What do you see?
Yeah.
No, with that light, you see that it's basically another corridor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
I
I
get
then
up,
say,
brush myself off, and say, "Your fault," and then I start walking. I don't pick him up.
I say, me lantern.
I just keep walking. I ignore him.
All right.
I fly after him.
All right. So as you guys continue, you notice that now you're getting to where the bodies are, and there's like, on each side of the wall, and now it's kind of like, we'll say it's 12 feet tall. It's pretty tall, and we'll say 8 feet wide. And on each side of both walls, there's like it's basically a catacomb where there's flat beds stacked on top of each other, and inside these beds they are a bunch of skeletons.
I check one that's at my head height.
Yeah.
I just want to look in there and see what they have on or what they have, just because.
Okay, all of these skeletons there's absolutely nothing on them, and you notice that they are beautifully white. To the point where like there's no hair, it's just a straight skeleton.
I grab one of the bones. Like the leg bones or something.
Why,
Okay,
why did
you notice
And,
that it's
then I-
actually lighter than you would have expected.
Oh, okay. I give no shits for now.
Why did
And
I
then
put
then I say to the Minotaur, "Do you want?" And I'm like smiling and like holding it. I'm just trying to be friendly, by the way.
I take the bone from him and then throw it down the hallway and say, "Fetch."
Okay, as you throw it, you
I-
hear it go bing bing, and then it shatters. And then you threw it with a lot of force, so you would have expected it to continue going, but you hear like a smack, and then it
I
kinda
immediately
stops.
send my fireball at the direction.
All right, you want to make another roll for it to see how far it
Yeah.
can go, or you want to use the old one?
The orb. Wait. 9.
You send your orb out, and it actually starts sputtering before before anything happens, and you guys are left in complete darkness.
I start making a new one. And this time I am actually charging it like for 1 minute. So it's gonna be bigger.
Okay. In that 1 minute,
I
what are you
pull
doing?
my axe off my back and ready it because I feel threatened by the darkness.
All right. As you guys are waiting for him to charge his fireball, you kind of like you're charging it, and then there's like a little fire starting, and it gets brighter and brighter as you're charging it, and so basically, as that light is increasing, you guys start hearing this sloshing sound, almost like if something was coming through mud.
Okay.
I walk towards it with my axe ready.
It's still pretty dark.
I then try to make it after 1 minute.
Okay.
Or hasn't.
As your light is increasing, you are able to make out what's happening, and it seems like there's this 3 weird shaped things crawling on the floor slowly at you.
Okay. I then create it, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bad one. But remember, a full round to prepare it, though.
Okay. All right. It's
So-
still it's giving off a decent amount of light. These things you notice have no eyes. They're basically slugs. They have no eyes, no shells, and they're just kind of like slobbering all over the floor, and they're coming towards you. And they have 2 little antennae that are just like bobbing and weaving all over the place. There's no eyes attached to them. They're just like nasty things coming out.
I then yell, Hulk smash! Minotaur smash, I mean.
All right. At this point,
I
go ahead and
check
roll
my
initiative.
pocket. I was gonna say I check my belt pouch to see if there's any salt in there.
You didn't have any. Both of you roll initiative. I'm not even gonna roll because they're fucking slugs. So.
Initiative is plus dexterity.
What 2? What the fuck is that, man?
That's
You guys
also a
got
2.
so lucky, man. You guys got so lucky. Oh man, if okay, so these 2 things are just like crawling out towards you, and you get to go first, Pardoka.
Mine is 2 as well, since I have -1 to dexterity.
Both of you. It doesn't fucking matter. Pardoka goes first.
Okay, I start flaming them, just spurting like flames out of my hands at them.
Okay.
15.
All right. So you float over and you just start trying to burn these things. How far away are you from these things? Burning hands is not a very
15 feet
long
cone.
spell. That's too far. Probably max range is about 10 feet for this burning spell.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so you go 10 feet up, and I guess you're at an angle, and you start burning them, and immediately you hear like like steam and like start coming out, and these things make noises, and let's see, how much damage would you have done? Are you doing like an AOE thing, or is it like concentrated on one?
It's a line kind of thing straight at one of them.
Okay, so at one of them. All right, so roll for me 2d4.
Okay.
All right.
5.
All right, so it's.
Oh wait, is that plus my fire? Then it's 7.
All right, you immediately, like, this thing just goes completely through the slug, and it just starts sizzling and popping and kind of like explodes a little.
Cool.
Yeah.
My turn then.
Yeah.
I stride up to one of these slugs and attempt to cleave it in two.
You completely miss. You completely miss, and you just like
move too fast.
you go to like swing your axe in overhand motion, and it just gets like stuck on the roof. You're like, what the fuck? All right. Meanwhile, the two slugs, like they start lobbing this like disgusting balls of spit at you. They rear up and they go, and they throw it at you. So. All right, so the first one misses and the second one hits. We'll say it hits Trevor. We'll say it hits the Minotaur since he's pretty close, and it does. It does 4 damage to you, and you notice that it feels like the skin on your chest that it hit is like bubbling and burning and really disgusting feeling.
Who hit? Did I get hit?
No, it hit
No.
Drix.
Okay. By the way, how big is this spit thingy?
The glob, we'll say it's like a softball.
Half feet?
No,
It's basically twice the size of this, Nick.
right.
Oh, okay, sure.
Like
Yeah,
if you were to
it's
wrap your hand
random
around
base.
that, that's how big it would be.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking I could be engulfed in it.
No, it's not that big.
And for everybody else out there, yes, I have random crap in my room.
All
Not the
right.
only one.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, so then it's your turn again, Pardoka.
Oh, that's the wrong roll. 18.
Same spell?
Yeah, so then it's 7 again.
No, you roll 2d4 plus whatever the hell.
Yeah. So it's the same spell?
Yeah, it's the same spell.
Okay, 2d4 plus 2.
Don't you have
8.
+3? What did you put your damage stat in?
I am gonna check. I
See,
didn't
that's why you
add.
should keep a
I didn't
paper
add
version.
anything.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're putting it in fire?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So that's 9 then.
Shit. The same thing. That thing explodes, and it's pretty gross. And then you're up, Trevor. You're up, Drix.
I once again attempt to cleave this stupid thing in half with my axe.
Nice.
Boombavar!
All right, roll what you're supposed to roll.
So, were we going 43 or 3d4?
4d3. I know I said 3d4, but it's 43 because that's too much power.
Damn.
That's so OP.
So I cleave it in two? Do I cleave it in two?
You cleave it in two. The floor kind of like splits, and this thing just like sags and deflates, basically, like starts falling apart. So yeah, it deflates.
No more spit on Drix!
You notice there's this disgusting smell coming from from all three of them, especially the two that are frying. It smells like rotten eggs, basically. And just like if you were to get rotten eggs and then cook them up, it's pretty
Are
gross.
the other two still alive, or did Nick manage to kill them?
No, he burned them too. He cooked them, basically. That's why it smells like that.
I heft my axe back over my shoulder and then walk past and just keep walking.
I follow, and I send my.
All right, as you're walking, you notice that whatever goop was on, as was that you slayed this thing with, is now dripping down your back and burning scores down your back. And
I move my axe.
right, you take an extra point of damage from that.
I move my axe, and then I grab Pardoka and I use his robes to wipe the slime off.
Off of your back? You can't reach that.
I
far.
wouldn't.
The axe.
I
Off
wouldn't
the
let
axe.
him grab me.
Okay, you notice that the axe is actually starting to bubble as well.
I wouldn't let him grab me though.
Do I have to roll the hit to grab Pardoka? Because I need
You
to
do.
use something to wipe
You
this
do.
off.
You need to roll a strength check, and Nick, you can roll a, I guess, yeah, it's a strength check.
Intelligence.
No,
Since-
you can't do
Strength.
intelligence.
Strength, and you can beat that.
Yeah, 16.
All right, so you try to grab him like without really paying too much attention, and he's like slaps your hand away and moves away. So
I shout, "Red man, fix axe!"
I then say, hold axe in front of me,
I hold the axe out.
okay,
and then I slowly try to just like push it away with flames.
okay. So what, you're gonna try to burn the goop off?
Yeah, with flames.
Okay, cool.
You better not roll.
Oh, natural one.
So basically you're over here, like he tells you move the axe over here, and he puts his hands out, and he's like holding his hands out. It's almost like if you were to grab some sand and throw it at people, right? So he's just holding his hands
they're
out.
so bad.
So
They're so
he's just
bad.
holding his hands out.
No, what I thought you were about to say was he goes like this, and it's just something like Dr. Octagonopus, and my axe head is gone.
No. He's just holding it out, and you immediately you don't really know whether he's done something or not, but you still see the bubbling nasty stuff.
I then say, this is hard, Minotaur. This is some foul spell. Let me try again. 15.
All right, this time it happens and you burn the goop off, but you do notice that your axe, is it a double moon? Double half moon? Double crested?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're gonna start doing -1 damage because it's all fucked up. Like that edge is, it looks, instead of being a sharp, beautiful sharp edge, it's like jagged and eaten and holes and shit.
I then say, Stone Man might help. Then I look at him later.
Later.
Okay, so while you guys are all doing this, you hear another like nasty group like sound, but this one seems like it's much bigger, and it seems much louder and like, and basically there's more sound coming out. But
Wait,
here's where
wait,
we'll
what?
stop.
Up.
Here's where we'll stop because
Okay.
we're gonna do Tell and Rook now.
Cut to black. You move to the other team, walking down a
Yeah.
similar hallway.
All right,
Well, this hallway has gold.
we're actually gonna take a break here, so let's do that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Get fucked, YouTube.
Alright.